Organized labor and their intention to strike on October 10. More than 80% of lecturers at the University of Ghana branch of UTAG have voted to back organized labor's strike on Thursday, October 10. The rest of the public universities have also been voting in various parts of the country. Meanwhile, other labor unions such as the Ghana Medical Association, the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, and the Coalition of Concerned Teachers will not join the strike. Government has 48 hours to avert the nationwide strike or risk all public services being shut down. In a related development, members of the Ministerial Ad Hoc Committee are still in a meeting, locked up meeting. We are told to avoid organized labor's strike, which is set for Thursday. Stay tuned to TV3 as we bring you the latest regarding the meeting, which we are told is currently ongoing between the interministerial committee that was put together by President Akufo-Addo a few days ago. First, they met with organized labor, were given a week's ultimatum that expired, and it looks as though October 10, there might be a showdown if nothing concrete comes from government side. In a related development, the Ghana Medical Association, like I indicated, said they have not declared a roadmap for an industrial action. They are therefore calling on all members to continue providing full services without interruptions. The Ghana Medical Association, however, is in solidarity with organized labor in the fight against Galamsey. The National Executive Council says it will give further information when necessary. So indirectly, although they support the concerns being raised about the Galamsey menace, they will not be on strike. That's the Ghana Medical Association. So let's try and interrogate this issue further and get better and further understanding. Joining us via Zoom is the chairman of the NGOs in Health, Bright Amisah, and he's joined us for a quick chat on this. Mr. Amisah, good evening. Thank you for your time.
Good evening.
Information we've gathered indicate that your association is supporting the Ghana Medical Association's position that you will not be part of the October 10 strike. Can you confirm that, and why?
That is right. I think that is the stance of the Ghana Coalition of NGOs in Health. This is because you would agree with me that there are a lot of protests going on in the country, I think, for the last month and this month. And then out of these protests, the Ghana Medical Association, together with Ghana Health Service and the teams, have been working very hard to support in treatment at all levels. And this particular one that is going to be organized by the Labour Commission probably is going to be one of the huge protests we'll be seeing in the country, which involves all forms of labor. And you agree with me, if the Ghana Medical Association agrees to join them, then any casualties that might come out of this is going to be a disaster on the country. So we are very happy that the leadership has agreed not to join the strike, but however, bid their solidarity with the team as they go on this protest. So we are happy that the Ghana Medical Association took this stand of not joining the protest.
Right. Mr. Nyako, it raises a few more questions. Some medical professionals have expressed shock at some of the cancer ailments being recorded in a number of the health facilities, especially in Galamsey-prone areas. Shouldn't the doctors and medical experts who actually see firsthand the direct impact of cyanide and mercury on Ghanaian citizens be the people actually even leading this kind of campaign to get action taken against Galamsey?
Exactly. They are already leading the campaign. They have come on air. They've been on your platforms, the media platforms, and have explained to all Ghanaians the repercussions in taking up water and other forms of even meals as a result of these menace. So they will continue to educate the public on that, but not necessarily protest, so that they also endanger themselves and then they are not able to provide treatment for the number of casualties that we may be receiving if other people get to harm themselves as a result of this protest. So yes, they should continue to do the public education and create more awareness on what the Ghanaians are taking ourselves through as a result of this illegal mining. That is good education to the public. And they can do that from wherever they are in the distance, not necessarily joining protests across the country and leaving their offices and then the consulting rooms. You know, the same challenge that we are having is going to double burden the country. The cancers and the things that you mentioned, they are the same team that are providing treatment to these things. If they decide to join the protests and then we have more patients coming in, then we also we are also endangering ourselves by losing potential people who would have been treated out of the same problem they came to the facilities with. So they should still remain in the facility and support with treatment. However, we still think that they should provide the needed education to the public so that we all know that we are endangering ourselves out of this and something must be done. Thank you.
And my final question, you know, there are those who say that the Medical Association and your organization or the body that you represent are being double-sided in that when it concerns you directly, you would want to threaten a strike or even a demonstration. But this time around, it looks as though you are chickening out of something that has become a national campaign. You disagree?
I disagree. You want to talk about labor issues, and when it is about labor issues, it's different from what we are talking about. Even that coalition of NGOs in health continue to plead with the Medical Association to still have a means of, you know, having their discussions with labor laws and then labor authorities, not to go on strike. So the same way we are always concerned about the health of the people, ours is to conscientize the mind of the public and appeal to the heart of the Ghana Medical Association, not to leave the consulting rooms for any form of illness that they can treat. So our fears is that they leave their offices and then they endanger the whole Ghanaians. In as much as they join the protest, they are also talking about, you know, how all Ghanaians are telling the world how we feel. They can do it through education and not necessarily to leave their offices. So this is not about labor issues. Labor issues, we have still appealed to them that they can still dialogue without going on protest. And they have listened to us on many occasions.
Okay.